Nicole Deal, and this is The Other Side of Today on Black Contemporary Media.
The Other Side of Today is brought to you by Marion Glover's Marketing, where we will get your brand noticed.
A new report detailing the record-setting spending power of African American women has further boosted the confidence of Black female entrepreneurs. They say the information proves their undeniable value to the United States and the global economy. The report, titled African American Women, Our Science, Her Magic, was released by Nielsen during the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation annual legislative conference. The report notes that Black women comprise 14% of all females in the United States and 52% of all African Americans. The latest U.S. Census figures show African American women own more than 1.5 million businesses with over $42 billion in sales. Thousands of North Texans have unpaid tolls. NTTA has revamped its unpaid toll policies. There's no new grace period, but those who still owe unpaid tolls on NTTA roads are encouraged to contact the authority to make payment arrangements. For more information, log on to Dallas Weekly.
I'm Cecile Munger. Imagine a world where everyone has an opportunity to learn. Imagine a world where 60% of hospital beds around the world are no longer occupied. Imagine a world where global economies thrive. We could create that world by providing access to clean water to those in need. Clean water means education, health, economy stability, and gender equality. Just don't think blue. Go blue, and let's create a world we all want to live in.
Welcome to We Talk Books on the Other Side of Today. I am your host, Erlina Green Hamilton. Today, I'm super excited to talk to Lady Trinette Wilson on her new book, The Code. Come on out.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome. Like I said, we are so excited to have you. We're going to talk everything etiquette. And as you can imagine, in today's world, we need a little bit of talking about a little bit of etiquette.
Yes, indeed.
So thank you so much for being here. Let's first jump right in. I want to learn about your book, but I want to learn first about you. How did you get into the etiquette business?
Yes. Well, I started about 25 years ago. What really got me interested in social graces and professional training and etiquette was I was going around working with young people. And we were teaching them how to build their confidence, how to be a young lady. And I found that the basic thing that was missing was the etiquette. Now, etiquette, the term etiquette means ticket. Ticket or access. Access to schools, access to jobs, access to scholarships. So a lot of our kids did not have the ticket. They did not have access because they did not know how to behave properly. So I set out, it made it my life goal to teach as many kids as I could and adults etiquette, because I found that not only the children need it, but adults need it as well. So that's how I got started. I began to teach classes throughout the city, then throughout the country.
What would you say are your top 3 takeaways for teens who are reading this book and for parents who are going to share this book with their teens?
Well, for teens especially, they need to know the rules that apply to in a professional setting, an educational setting, and with authority. So one problem that we're having with teens is authority etiquette. So that's one of the subjects in there. Authority etiquette, cultural etiquette, workplace etiquette. We're having a real problem, and I'm doing a lot of professional classes right now with companies on workplace etiquette. They don't know the boundaries, the lines. And so etiquette really teaches you about boundaries without being offensive to others. And so for kids, for me, my takeaway is it will simply teach them how to be comfortable in all environments, And because kids are growing and they are coming into all types of, going into all types of environments, they need to know this.
They definitely need to know this. What I'm interested in, you mentioned this before, when we look at etiquette, not only can we use it at home, not only can we use it at work, etiquette online.
Yes.
That's a huge thing right now. We're in
Yes.
technology, we're bombarded with our
Yes.
cell phones in our hands
Yes.
every minute, social media.
Yes.
What is the proper way to move about on social media?
In 2009, I founded a website called www.urbangirls.org. And that magazine, that online community was for girls, underserved girls, to be celebrated, educated, and inspired. So I found that we started getting a lot of hits. We do about 30,000 hits a month. And so what I found, very nice. So what I found was that Urban Girls was a great platform or launching pad for the etiquette piece. And so I used that that launching pad to then launch the etiquette piece, write this book, and go on.
So let's jump into the book.
Yes.
You had an article in there that I could not wait to kind of just grab you and say, yes, this is what we need to be talking about. It was civility in politics.
Yes.
Now, as you can imagine, that we're in a very interesting, is the best word I can use to describe it, political climate. Everyone is, going into their workplace, bringing it home with them. What is the etiquette for talking about politics, and how should we look at the office, no matter who's in it, but how should we really look at it given today's world?
Yes. So, I am so honored to be in this field right now because I'm getting stretched in all directions. And politics is one area that I see as an emerging field in the field or area in the field of etiquette. Around politics, however, we are taught as etiquette instructors that you respect the office.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who's in the office. The office is what needs to be respected. And I think that's sometimes what people forget. So even if you don't, like your mom and dad sometime, or they're angry, you're angry with them, or you're in a position, don't you want to be respected?
True.
So your office needs to be respected. And I think we need to go back to some of that just regular old, being kind and nice to one another. And that's what etiquette teaches you, to be comfortable, to be at ease in a setting. And in fact, the first form of etiquette was a handshake. And that handshake let their neighbor know that they didn't have a knife in their hand.
My name is Erlina Green Hamilton. This has been We Talk Books on the Other Side of Today.
Now, here's a Black Who's Who moment on the other side of today.
A mover and shaker here. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Ken Carter. I've been given the privilege of being the associate publisher.
Thanks for being here. Let's give Ms. Scott a chance to ask a pertinent question.
Okay.
Definitely. So with you have doing so much for the community and, just being such a significant person in this event today, what do you have to look forward to that you haven't done already? How do you plan to continue to change the game?
All we can do is level the playing field.
Okay.
Give everybody the opportunity. As fellow entrepreneurs, that's all we see, is a level playing field and an opportunity.
And what has been your favorite accomplishment thus far in your lifetime? What still puts you in awe?
36 years.
Okay.
I've been doing it for 36 years, and I'm extremely blessed in doing that. Okay.
My brother here is one of the sharpest dressers in Dallas, too.
I mean,
yeah, you can tell that.
Yeah.
Comment on it.
I'm loving the tie. We talked about ties earlier and why women love them so much. It just gives you a splash of personality. So you're definitely giving me a splash of class, but a class act.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
Well put, don't you think?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, well put.
David Peterson.
Hey, thanks a lot, and thanks for all you do for the community,
Appreciate
too,
it.
okay?
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're watching a preview of The Other Side of Today on Black Contemporary Media.
I'm Texas State Senator Royce West. Wake up. We can't sleep on Election Day. We must vote early. We must vote right now. We can't take these midterm elections just lying down.
The far right and Republicans are planning a Tea Party, and you're not invited. So vote Democrat on November 2nd. Vote early, vote by mail. Paid for by the Royce West Committee. Albert Black, Treasurer.
Now here's a feature we call We Run This, featuring the hottest black execs in America. This week, our feature is Mr. Willard Jackson, the vice chairman and new owner of Ebony Magazine. He sat down with our own Candace for an exclusive interview right here on The Other Side of Today.
Hello, my name is Candace Craig, and I'm with The Other Side Today. And today I will be interviewing Willard Jackson, the new owner of Ebony Magazine. Now, Willard, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I was born and raised in Denton, Texas, but I now currently reside in Houston.
How did you end up owning a multimedia Ebony Magazine? How did you end up there?
It's a path that you couldn't write a business plan for. Mm-hmm. I think it's a result of being in the right place at the right time, having the right relationships, and having already established a relationship with the Johnson family, who was the founders of Ebony.
That's great. Okay, so you go from trucking business to multimedia. Now, what are your plans for Ebony Magazine? How do you plan on expanding the magazine?
Entertainment, obviously, but also financial literacy, culture, history, and all those kind of things. And then we'll also get into a lot more event-type activity. Ebony has been known to put on some of the best events in the world. We have what's called the Power 100 dinner. That's a dinner where we recognize the 100 most influential African Americans that made a difference the year prior. We look at Ebony as the platform to recognize our people, as well as we'll be getting into other areas of entertainment, lifestyle, and that kind of thing.
So what obstacles do you feel like you're going to face with owning this new acquisition?
Our Ebony has always been 100% black owned. Ebony currently is still 100% black owned. So we are the largest black owned multimedia company in the country. So we represent what we think is the most authentic voice of black America. So when it comes to issues relative to our people, people come to Ebony to see what does Ebony think about that. So whether it's politics, whether it's education, whether it's anything that's relative to our lives every day, you come to Ebony to see what they think because they represent that authentic voice. Take Essence, it's targeted towards African American women, and they do a very good job at that. Black Enterprise Magazine targets small African American owned businesses. So they have niches.
Going more to the digital side of Ebony Magazine, how do you plan on expanding that?
One of the things we're going to be launching, and you'll be hearing about, is our Ebony TV platform, which we'll be announcing soon. So this is breaking news for you. It will be a platform that's going to provide content, African American content, that our audience wants to see. And we're going to be a platform where other major networks are not picking up really good projects in reference to television, movies, and those type of things, we're going to be a home for those properties.
Okay, great. So can you tell what type of content?
It's going to be a variety of things. We're going to be having a documentary series that's going to be really historical in nature. It's going to be featuring different iconic African American people who were, come from the 40s, the 50s, the 60s. So we want to provide a lot of history around iconic African Americans. So, documentary series. We will have shows focused on healthcare in reference to our health, and that'll be original content. We'll also have some original TV shows that may not have gotten picked up or people will bring that we will be working with production houses to create. So it's going to be a broad range of different type of content that you're going to be able to access on Ebony TV. It's probably going to start off focusing toward a little older group than that, but that's not to say that we will evolve into some programming that is targeted towards kids who we do not want to leave out.
Thank you, Willard Jackson, for being here and interviewing with me today.
You're quite welcome, Candy.
This is Candace Craig for The Other Side Today.
I am DeQualis Waits, and I am inviting you out to watch This Is Yes, Young Entrepreneurs Striving. Come and see how these entrepreneurs are putting their business together, how they're making sales, how they're promoting, how they're marketing themselves. Tune in. This Is Yes, Young Entrepreneurs Striving. We are yes.
Hey there, bless you. I'm Dick Gruber. You watching Black Temporary TV. You ain't been temporary because you know something. Ain't nobody gonna wipe us out. Temporary. That's what that means.
A rally for New Jersey gubernatorial nominee Phil Murphy, Barack Obama was met with chants of 4 more years from attendees. In Obama's signature demeanor, he made an unsuccessful attempt to redirect the crowd's attention back to Murphy.
I will refer you both to the Constitution as well as to Michelle Obama to explain why that will not happen.
According to former NFL safety Burgess Owens, Black Entertainment Network has imposed an anti-American, anti-flag, and anti-white agenda that has inspired football players to opt out of standing for the national anthem.
Everything they need to do to make sure they get out and be energized when it comes down to election time. We have a country now that needs to look at these kind of corporations that propagandize our kids and push misery so they can get their political strategy going. And this is a great time to talk about it. I think those are true lowlife cowards, the board members of Viacom, all white by the way, who allowed this to happen to my race for 15 years, and that gives them a positive message of how to make it happen in this country. So I would hope this opens up a whole conversation about the enemy that we have. It is not each other. It's Marxist, liberal, Democrats who use my race to...
News, Owens also said Colin Kaepernick, who inspired the movement to sit or kneel during the anthem, was focusing on the bad things police were doing. Throughout the conversation, Owens acted as a voice box for those who condemned the athletes' protest. For more information, log on to Ebony Jet.
Now here's a word from the commish, Ed Gray, right here on The Other Side of Today.
Now that the bond package has passed, let's bond together and make Dallas better. Some folks down in the southern colonies, well, you know, other names such as Oak Cliff, Pleasant Grove, South Dallas, they have all expressed concerns that nothing will change. Let's prove them wrong for once. The bond package sounds good. Who can argue that we need better streets and better parks, and of course we need to take care of the homeless? The fact remains that every election, Southern Dallas voters are the last ones served. Let's see if in 6 years there will be homeless camps underneath bridges in South Dallas, while others in Uptown enjoy a concert in the park. Bond packages are more than fixing potholes when streets need resurfacing. Passing a bond package to have a concert at a park is fine. Let's go first where the need is great. You know, they don't know, they don't show when it comes to our neighborhood. I'm Ed Gray, and this is my voice, my opinion.
Some media outlets and politicians would like you to believe that the face of terror in America is a Muslim with guns and bombs. Senior columnist Ed Gray with the North Dallas Gazette says the face of American terror is not what you think it is. Gray says the face of terror in America is not urban shootings in Chicago ghettos by blacks. He says outside the terrorist attack committed on 9/11 in New York City, most of the major large-scale violence has been committed by middle-aged white men with unknown grievances. The Charlestown shooter left a manifesto document indicating he wanted to kill blacks. And this month, America remains clueless about the Las Vegas assassin, Stephen Paddock.
Love my mom. I love my man.
I love my body. I love my career.
I love my friends.
I love my hair. And this is my hair love story.
So does the world. So does my mind.
Music is my muse. It centers me. It gets me going. Music shapes my style and my hair. I've done it all, from Salt and Pepper's asymmetrical bob to Alicia Keys' braids, but I'm loving Chrisette Michelle's short haircut. It's cutting edge, sexy, and it makes people do a double take.
Imiazzi has a great face for short hair. I started out by relaxing Imiazzi's hair with the Motion Silkening Shine Relaxer system. Then we molded her hair to take the shape of her head. Imiazzi set under the dryer for about 45 minutes. Next, I'm going to just use a small flat iron and just give it a nice direction curl. And on one side, we're going to have more height. I'm going to section her hair.
These are the days of our lives. Brother, go hard before your phase of demise. When another baby arrives, he or she'll grow up and be like he was just like I. Had to overcome what was done. Had to rise to glory from the slums to shine like sun. Couldn't recognize the light without traveling dark. Now it's high times black every day we spark.
So to get the flip out, what I'm using is a small flat iron. And I'm starting at the base, and as I bring the flat iron out to the ends, I'm slightly bringing the flat iron up and out. And that gives it like a wispy flip effect. I'm going to use a little bit of the Weightless Clear hair dressing cream.
I love my hair. I love my music, and this is my hair love story.
50 years later, we all in a memory, 'cause we didn't fail to create the energy.
Do you need free help with your taxes? I'm State Senator Royce West, here to tell you about United Way's free tax preparation services. IRS certified tax preparers will ensure individuals or families who earn less than $50,000 last year receive the highest refund possible. Sites open through April in convenient locations, and they're open days, evenings, and weekends. Locate the free United Way tax preparation site near you simply by dialing 211. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Aubriana. Make sure you tune into Inner Jazz, an eclectic mix of jazz, soft rock, R&B, and soul, all designed to take you on a unique journey into sound. Each week, we're going to bring you the contemporaries and legends of jazz, where the music is made and played, where it's been and where it's going. And we're always on demand, so please check us out each week right here on Inner Jazz, where music has found its way.
So you want to get your party on? Right over here, I have the hottest, most exclusive nightlife available to you in the Metroplex. Finest ladies, hottest guys, guaranteed to have a good time. And it's only here at Dallas After Dark.
I'm Commissioner John Wiley Price, and you're watching Black Contemporary Television.
The Other Side of Today is brought to you by Marion Glover's Marketing, where we will get your brand noticed.
I'm Nicole Deal, and this has been The Other Side of Today on Black Contemporary Media.